Hello, hello.
Mm-hmm.
hmm Well, it looks like we already got somebody in watching. Hello, hello, whoever that is. Please make sure you are commenting, sharing, liking, all of those good things. Thank you for tuning in and whatnot. Who is that? Oh, hey. Hey, girl.
Hello.
Oh, I gotta get with you to get some of that body scrub, the sugar scrub and stuff. Um But tonight we are talking about why we love Disney villains and are you a good partner? Why or why not? So we would like to definitely hear what you think. If you would like to be a sponsor on the show, please hit us up. We definitely have exclusive packages. We offer commercial writing, commercial editing, and filming and whatnot. We also offer a slew of other promotional services. So definitely email me at info@tiachanelspeaks.com. If you would like to be a guest, hit me up as well. We would definitely like to get more business owners on the show so that we can connect you to more people. Special shout out to our sponsors, um, Passion, Passionate Pleasures, Chocolates and Treats.
Passionate pleasures.
Nope. She said it's chocolates and treats, and to add that onto it as well. And we do what our sponsors like for us to do. That's where the money resides, where the money resides. So, um, with that being said, we'd also like to thank Timeless Beauty Hair. As you can see, my pretty friend with that ponytail over there looking cute and whatnot and what have you. You can definitely go to the page to book your time so that you can get your hair blessed. Make sure that you are prepared to give a deposit because that is the only way that you can guarantee your appointment. Also, you come by yourself, okay? Love you, mean it. Um, and also, if you're looking at how pretty we look at our lashes. Our last but not least, our last sponsor is TLC by Tia Chanel. I do specialize in mink lashes and sensitive skin because I have sensitive skin and I don't use anything that makes me break out. So, boom, there you have it. I also got some plus size Daisy Dukes. Definitely going to put a pair on this evening and post some pictures so you guys can see how they fit and the different sizes. I do have all colors from pink, black, dark wash, light wash, and yellow. Shorts sizes 1X to a 4X. So I'm making the thickums look a little cute, whatnot, what have you. So, meow, 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 meow. It's time. Tea with the tea. All right. So I don't know if everybody got a chance to see the BET Awards. It was really cute. I enjoyed it. It was nice. There were plenty of WTF moments. Y'all know what I'm gonna talk about.
Look, I'm over here like I didn't watch it. I'm
I
over
know
here
you
like
didn't. I know you didn't, and I'm ready to give you all the tea on it. Meg The Stallion was a big winner that night. She won quite a few awards and stuff like that. I love Meg. Everybody knows that she's like one of my favorites. Um, but it was kind of lit, and then WAP won. So she went up there and she thanked Cardi B for putting on the song, which I personally thought was lit.
right.
Speaking of Cardi B, she came out pregnant in a cat suit. It was cute though.
Yeah, I seen that.
It was tasteful.
Oh,
It
for
was it was
Cardi, it
yeah,
definitely
it was tasteful for Cardi, definitely.
was.
The way she came out with that belly, I'm like, girl, I spit out my little lemonade. I said,
That's where you been at, huh?
well, I knew where she was at because I knew when they didn't get a divorce that another baby was coming.
That's normally how toxic.
How'd that go? Uh-huh.
Look, that's normally how toxic should go.
I don't know if either one of them are good partners, but we definitely gonna get into that.
Toxic. Shit, toxic.
The City Girls did the Twerkulator.
How was that? How was them getting a big break like the BT Awards? Did they lip sync? Did their voice shake? Was it a good performance? Could they shake their asses and rap at the same time? Like, how did it go?
It was nice. They did a good job dancing and twerking and stuff like that and rapping. They do pretty decent with their lip syncing actually, because they were on there last year too. And you know, they had everybody basically do it was like a video.
Okay.
Like you got to do like a grand production video performance, basically. It was
the last year too.
Yes, it was really, really lit. I think they did. It was real cute to me. I mean, you know, I was okay with it.
I've been seeing them a lot lately, and you know, of course they're babies to us. How old are they? Like 21, 20, 22?
I don't know, but that hairline on Shorty Hill was terrible.
Yeah, I've been seeing them, and what I'm noticing with them is that, you know, of course Miami is just like the real sunshine. You know, what's her name?
Carisha.
Oh, okay.
Carisha.
And then we have JT, the one that everybody was waiting for to be free. Was he waiting for you to be free for you to be a rude bitch?
She is a rude bitch. And you know, her and her guy, they make sense together now. Now that I've had a chance to like, you know, hear from her a little more, they make sense together. It makes sense that she loves little Uzi Vert. And she thinks that, you know, that's cool. It works, I guess.
I was noticing I can't even get on him. I just be expecting so much from our women, you know, especially up and coming women and stuff like that. Now, if Meg was to have a nasty attitude, I would be like, oh fucking well, because that bitch can't do no wrong because her knees work and she can rap. The fact that the bitches that can't rap or barely twerk, but making big pussy energy songs are rude like that, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Somebody need to give her a bottle and tell her to start back from when she first crawling, because if y'all get too rude to the people that love y'all, eventually you'll be canceled. There's too many women out there making pussy songs for you to be standing like yours is on lock. Don't ever break up with him. He makes weird music for the pop people too, so he's gonna be in business for a long time. Eventually, we're gonna get tired of that pussy music. You need to be nice, and your headline need to be better.
Okay, so here's the thing. It was the wig. It was definitely the wig.
I said it was. I
knew it was the frontal. It was the frontal. Whoever did the frontal needed their ass whooped.
No, pause. Now, just hearing that Eric and Tay did the frontal, you know,
she must have pissed him off.
I think only if he did it, because Eric and Tay does no wrong in the hair world. That frontal, as in the piece that the hair was plucked into, had to be a badass frontal. You had to bring him some trash, JT, just for that shit to be lined.
Or he pissed her, or she pissed him off.
No,
he was like, "Let me remind you."
He didn't. No, he don't get down like that. That was
I don't know, because I don't even know who Eric and Tay is.
You don't? Okay, that's the one to do.
I know that you tell me.
That's the one to do Nicki Minaj's hair.
Okay. Yeah. You told me he do Nicki Minaj hair, and I think he good friends with that girl, the rapper baby mama.
I would say, baby, when I tell you, he does a lot of people's hair, and there's never a hit and miss. That's
what's up. So that's a lot though, because that shit was terrible. But why are we talking about terrible? Okay, so let's go ahead and kill the pink elephant in the room. So Lil Nas X did Call Me By Your Name, which of course they had to let him perform. They had to have him perform. It is Pride Month. He is being, you know, targeted with a lot of, you know, hate speech and all that kind of goofy shit, which I think is goofy as hell. It's none of my business who you choose to sleep with or what your sexuality is or what you choose to use as your pronouns. That is your business. I could not care less. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I literally mean I ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no reason to dislike you just because you
was he humping the devil on the stage again?
No, he wasn't humping the devil, but of course he has to just do the entire most. And I be feeling like it's a show. Like I sometimes it looks strained. It looked like it ain't even him. Like it's not what he actually wants to do. Like I ain't never seen him shake his ass, and he was like shaking his ass, and I'm just like, okay.
He
I'm
was
like,
up there
okay.
being trade for days. He was up there shimmying his cheeks.
Let me
I don't
tell
watch
you
TV,
something,
y'all.
baby.
Sorry.
He hit one little move and turned back and looked back at it and threw that hip back again. Like he was, don't miss it. Walked up the stairs and then kissed two men. And I'm like, okay, cool. But guess what? I don't want to see Cardi B kiss Offset. I don't want to see that in your performance, especially when it has nothing to do with
BET. Is y'all
your
trying to
performance.
stay on? Y'all need some more people, some more sponsors to keep y'all alive. Cause why is y'all shoving this shit down our throat? Don't shove y'all. What is it called? Y'all choices and all that shit.
Chris, what you're not gonna do is get on my live and not speak to me. That's
I just called my like, hey, Chris, look,
that's what
hey,
you're
Chris.
not gonna do. By the way,
we probably talking to you.
Nah, nigga, he called you best friend. He every time you on the phone is hey best friend. Hi Tia. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
yeah, I didn't get a chance to see the awards, and I'm just disgusted. You know, your preference is your preference. I don't shove it down our throat.
It literally just comes down to a if it made sense for like the storyline of the thing, then I probably wouldn't have anything to say about it. But it literally just came out of the damn blue. He walked up the stairs and shit, and I thought he was going, give me pose, sit on the throne, give me king,
Let
but
me know what my kids not supposed to be watching. It need to be viewers discretion, rated R.
But my thing is, and it's not just because of your sexual preference. I literally don't want Nugget to see anybody kissing. Twerking, I don't care what you think about twerking. I'm just going to be honest with you. I could care less. I don't care about, people dancing and stuff like that. I was not totally offended by what was going on with Meg and Cardi on, I think it was like the VMAs or something, where they were dancing like on a bed, which the song is called WAP. So you knew what you were going to see.
Yeah, it's just a lot. The world we live in.
It's just a bit too much. You know what I'm saying? They didn't tongue kiss. They was in the bed twerking and in great athletic, showmanship.
I think all that shit's a hot mess.
Meg flipped Cardi over from her back.
The infamous stripper thing.
It was literally it was a stripper thing, but they had on clothes.
That's what the stripper do. The stripper lay you down and flip you over with the lock of the legs. Y'all doing too much. Don't ask me no questions.
Let me just not because I want to know what you did. But now I'm smaller, so I want to go so they can do it to me. That sounds fun. But you just flip. It's just a flip. I'll flip your dip. No.
I'm not gonna play with you today. Go ahead next.
Okay. Well, it was nice. I'm gonna tell you the truth, Lil' Kim scared shit out of me when she came.
What was that? The bird thing she had?
Yeah, when she had the bird, the word is word. Baby, she said, I hope you're proud of me. I said, she did a good job with her tribute to Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah deserved her tribute. Andra Day, I love her. She did a new rendition, basically, of Strange Fruit. And I don't know what the name of her version of the song is, but it's Strange Fruit remixed. And it's lit. I really enjoyed her. I enjoyed Taraji hosting. She was hilarious.
Taraji hosted. I love her.
Yeah, she was hilarious, per usual. She dressed up as all of her favorite women and stuff like that. And she was talking to fine ass Method Man and whatnot. Woo. With his fine ass. He just so fine. He been fine my whole life. I mean, just my whole life. I've always wanted to know
with the eye.
When he had the eye and the crooked and the chip tooth, I still was like, I like Roughnecks.
I'll clean you up.
And even in my adulthood, where I don't actually even like roughneck,
Yeah. See,
I'm like, yeah,
Method went.
this is close on my face. Why y'all
Method
ain't
went clean. He looks real clean. You know, like that's how Nelly was. Nelly.
Oh, it looked like he take baths and stuff like that. It looked like he just smells so good. It looked like you be feeling safe when he give you a hug.
I ain't think of none of that stuff, but you're right.
I did because them arms, baby, them arms. Oof.
So crazy.
Queen Latifah deserved her tribute. It was lit. DMX's tribute was really nice. All them black men giving a tribute to DMX was so lit to me. I just love to see black men showing love. They were like, I'm not saying mimicking him, but they were like doing some of his raps a cappella because, you know, DMX was a poet. So a lot of his raps were poetry. And it just gave you chills and shit. Like
I gotta watch it. I gotta see.
He was well, you know what? If you come over my house, it's on demand because you know I turned Sling back on so I can watch it. I paid for Sling, so you can watch. What, girl? Yeah, I turned Sling on and off because ain't nobody finna pay. I wish I would when I could watch the same thing on Hulu and I already pay for that.
Just ghetto.
Be that as it may, finances. I'm financially smart. It was cool. Wendy Williams definitely had a little moment when she was talking about Tabitha. I don't know if y'all should know who that is. I can't remember her last name.
Tabitha Brown.
Tabitha Brown.
Question.
She is what? Go ahead, babe. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Nope.
Who is she?
She's a social media influencer and an actress. She's been in actually several things we've seen, but never paid attention to her.
So when I chimed in today on the Wendy Williams and Tabitha thing, I kept looking at her like, oh my God, what do I know her from? I went on her page and it said influencer and stuff like that, actress and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know her. Okay, so what has she been in that we've watched?
Nothing you've watched.
Because I don't watch TV.
Because you don't watch TV. But she was in this recent season of The Chi.
I seen it.
She also taught people how to make carrots taste like bacon.
Okay. So she's famous.
Podcast. It's like, you know, several little. She's here and there with her shit. So
when I seen her, I felt like Auntie, like you said, like we said Auntie Tab. Like I
was just gonna say.
Yeah, I felt like I knew her. So when I watched the read, I'm like, hold on, shawty, come on, Wendell.
Right, Wendell tried it, and sir, you out here having to go on dates with Ray J, but I'm gonna get into that next. Okay, let's go ahead and get to it. So Wendy Williams basically tried to be funny because Tabitha was very excited about the fact that, you know, I made it to a place in my career that I can retire my husband.
So sweet.
Which I think is lit. I think that it is lit for you to be able to do what you love to do and make enough money doing what you love to do. To say, husband, you ain't got to be no damn police officer no more. And you've been a damn police officer for 15 years. You putting your life on the line and I'm scared every time you leave a crib. Mm-hmm. Anything can happen to you.
Yeah, definitely.
It's 100% lit for her to be able to be like, hey, guess what? My husband ain't got to do that shit no more. I'm going to act. I'm going to cook shit on TikTok. These people are going to start, you know, paying me.
Yeah.
To make appearances. My podcast is now cracking.
What's that podcast?
She has a podcast. I can't remember. I don't know the name of it because not to be funny, I haven't listened to it. I actually follow her on social media and I always stop and watch all of her videos because I enjoy her voice. It's a sensory thing for me.
You know what? It's so Southern, like Auntie May.
It's very Southern and it's very calming.
It that's what made me, you know, because my ass, I go right past her. When I went and heard her talking, I was just like, hey.
I like your voice.
I was like, hey, and when I seen the back and forth, because of course I went to Wendy Williams' thing to see what she said. Wendy
is a hater, bitch. You hurt. Sorry, I'm gonna have to throw it out, and I usually don't say the B word on here. I apologize, y'all, but it made me mad, and the reason why it makes me mad is because I believe in black love. I think that that is a tangible thing to have. I think that you can be in the struggle with your mate, and somebody make it, and everybody make it.
Yeah,
I think that that is a possibility. You're mad. Okay, first let me say what she said before I go off on her. Okay, bring it back. Wendy Williams got on her show and basically said, did that. And you see how that worked out. I feel like give it a couple years and this relationship will be shaky. You should let him make his own money. And she was just going on this tangent. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into him. Sir, you yourself have said that you were a whore before you got married. Boom. Oh. You married a drug dealer.
Wendy?
Mm-hmm. Okay. You married a drug dealer. You married somebody that was supposed to be your manager, not your friend. Okay, not your man.
So the man left. Manager. He left it up.
You chose to pay for a mistress to have somewhere to stay. Then you got mad because the old girl got pregnant, and you found out about it, which was trash. Your husband was trash for that.
Because how you paying for a mistress to stay somewhere? First of all, you supposed to shut her up. Them ovaries would not work. You not having no kids, you ain't getting none of my money because my husband's married to my money.
It's 100% proven that you should have paperwork for stuff like that.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it right, Wendell.
You got to do it right. And the only reason why you divorced that man who was whooping on your ass, because let's talk about the real shit.
She's like 7 feet tall. Somebody's whooping on her ass.
He was whooping on her ass, according to her. And you know we supposed to believe the victim. I'm gonna go on and that's the next story. That's the next story. But you know you supposed to believe the victim. According to her, he was whooping on her ass a little bit. Cool. But you was also a crackhead. I mean, not a crackhead, but a cokehead. You know what I'm saying? You doing drugs and shit. You're not in no healthy relationship. Gee, you toxic from jump. Let's start there. And then we'll move forward and talk about the fact that this woman been with this man since high school. That man took that job because they both had an agreement. I need you to carry us until I can carry us.
Mm-hmm. I love it. It's all beautiful.
That man has a nonprofit. He goes around coaching kids. Your man was a drug dealer and became your manager.
How you let a drug dealer manage you?
Well, let's not do that because drug dealers, they definitely can talk about their business savvy workmanship.
But he was a broke drug dealer.
Because she came with the money because she was already a radio person.
So once she gave you some money, you ain't flipping dipping the way you supposed to be. You weren't gonna
you didn't exactly. Yeah, exactly. I love the way that Tab read her for filth, and she did it so sweet and so kind. She said, when I heard what she said, she was like, I thought, oh God, this woman has been hurt. I said, first of all, a read. Let's start there. Let's start with you just definitely read her entire life. Immediately.
I was so inspired.
I was so inspired. And it actually made me think, Tia, when you go off and you be cussing people out, you're doing it wrong.
Well, pause. Don't I tell you that all the time? But
that ain't the point. That ain't no, because you want me to just be quiet. That ain't
no. It's the way to read people. I say it's the way to do things.
No, you always want me to be quiet. I can't do it. You be wanting me to sit on my hands a little bit, friend. You do. You be wanting me to just be like the bigger person 100% of the time. And guess what? Can't. I try and I go as far as I can go. I literally go until the gas is out. Once the gas is out, all right, keep calling for crazy bitch going to ride. It is what it is. However, when I saw the way that she talked to her, I was like, you know what? G, you got a degree in English. You know how to talk to people in a way that doesn't make them feel dumb, but does remind them. The problem is tapping into that. And I have not done that in a long time. And that was very inspirational to me. So that's why I said that to say this. They done let Bill out. And some of y'all is a little sensitive right now. And I understand. I don't know. Because I wasn't there. Also, the shit happened in like the 50s and 60s and 70s, and according to them, it had maybe happened in the 80s. I don't know. My thing is this: this is not the same as R. Kelly.
No, of course not.
It's not the same as R. Kelly. Is it trash? 100%. Am I saying that I think that everybody was lying? No. Am I even trying to bring up that bullshit about him trying to buy NBC? Guess what, black people? Stop trying to always bring up the fact that he was trying to buy NBC and say that that is the reason why all of this kind of stuff happened. There is not enough big money in this for that to have been the case. I'm going to tell you how I know. The reason why they let Bill out is because of prosecutorial misconduct, which means those people lied to that man, told that man one thing so that he would go to court for one thing, and then took his statements from that one thing and used it to prosecute him for this one butch lady. Because so many of their victims, quote unquote, were actually paid to say it. Not all of them. And this is still not me saying that I think that he's a good person or that he deserved to get out of jail, or that I'm not saying that he wasn't guilty. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, can we stop canceling positive shit because of negative shit, especially when the negative shit is not so much that it outweighs the positive shit.
So what are you speaking of? Because now I'm confused.
Bill Cosby, I think he probably did. I mean, y'all got to think about the fact that it was a different times and people were giving people.
So what do you mean by the negative positive and negative canceling out each other? What are you talking about?
I'm not saying that it cancels out each other. I'm saying it literally does not cancel out each other. Mm-hmm. This particular situation, which is horrible, mm-hmm. which I feel for the actual real life victims, is terrible. Uh-huh. That does not mean that we can no longer watch the Cosby Show.
Okay, I'm like, what are you?
He wasn't no shade, and I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, and I really hope that this does not come off that way. But he was not doing this shit to Denise and Rudy and Sandra and his kids on the show and all that shit. These people were getting checks because y'all were running this show. Y'all literally stop people money.
Yeah, I love the Cosbys. I grew up on that.
I grew up on the Cosby Show. You can't take away from the fact that he was a great TV dad.
Yeah, I wanted a dad and family like that, and I wanted to be like that at a small point in time. So, I just keep it separate. Nigga, I still dance to "Feeling on My Booty," and I know that nigga did all that stuff he did. Hey, it does not cancel out that R. Kelly is a musical genius outside of his freakiness. That's very, very bad. I keep it separate. I'm sorry. I know people are like, how can you keep it separate? Just like when Chris Brown whooped Rihanna's ass, I was still listening to that music. I didn't cancel him. I'm sorry.
And again, totally understanding your aspect. The difference with R. Kelly is that a lot of those girls were young, and for a long time, I can't go nowhere without hearing his music. Yeah. And it's a trigger for me, which I understand. But guess what? It was only a couple of channels playing the Cosby Show. Turn the fucking TV. He's not. It's not music. You know what I'm saying? And you act like you were seeing Bill Cosby anywhere. You weren't seeing him anywhere. He's an old ass man. Yes, he may be an old ass guilty man. Cool. Whatever.
It's a shame that I separated all of it, and
I do too. But everybody, for some reason, all of a sudden now you can't. But my thing is this. Y'all still watching Harvey Weinstein movies all the time. The same ones that's always talking about some y'all rapey. It's not rapey. I don't think that it's okay that he was giving hoes preludes and he wasn't telling them that he was giving them preludes, even though that was something that a lot of people did during that time. Not saying that it was okay.
Yeah, that was like everything so separate. I just keep it so separate.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's horrible. I mean,
we don't know we don't know what Bill did.
I don't know, and I just I kind of want to just keep myself as out of it as possible. I want to go ahead and run through a couple more things. Ari is not paying $400 for a makeup artist. She made a post talking about I need a makeup artist in LA, and if you charge $400, I'm not talking about you. I initially thought because of the way that she talked that she was saying that she wanted something that cost more. I'm gonna tell you the truth. She always reminds us that she's rich and we broke. She do. That's kind of her personality.
So which way was she going with it?
She was saying that she wasn't paying that much for it, that it cost too much because she only gonna keep it on for a couple hours and she gonna wash her face. Why would she pay for $100 for it? Which I ain't against. I'm not saying, you know, that's wrong because hair costs about that much and hair lasts a little longer. So I get that.
Shit, motherfucker would throw her the $100 ball and be like, hey, tag me. Hey.
But at the same time, some people, some makeup artists are kind of like, first of all, I'm more popular than you, so I want to be doing your hair for cheap, your makeup for cheap. Some makeup artists probably feel like that. That's a going rate in LA, I'm sure. So, I mean, I'm not saying that she did anything wrong just because I don't necessarily understand her fame. But I'm just kind of like, this is the reason why they be like on you the way that they do. Pooh Shiesty ass going to jail. It was something going on with a robbery.
What do you know about Pooh Shiesty? I'm confused. What just happened?
Huh?
What do you know about Pooh Shiesty?
Pooh Shiesty, that my dog. But Pooh, you know I'm really shiesty. That's not him. That's saying that song.
That's Dirk's part. But yes, that's the one with all of them. I'm like, I've never heard you refer to any of those rappers. So I'm like, what? We had a segment about somebody like
Don't
that.
treat me like that. I'll be listening to the rappers sometimes. He got that one song, Get It Back in Blood. I'm gonna get it back.
That's his song. I don't be knowing. I just shake ass. But go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, girl, that's his song. Because because that's the verse in that song. That be like, Pooh Shiesty, that my dog.
Stop sounding like mystical. Okay, Pooh Shiesty has been in.
That's my favorite. Listen, can I tell y'all something? When the song come on, that's the part I listen to first.
I am an old woman. I'm over here like, let me Google this right now. Go ahead.
I like that. Pooh Shiesty, that my dog. So he about to be hot, and his ass is also hot. He's going to jail. Apparently, there was a robbery and a shooting or something in Miami. His dumb ass was dropping money out of his car somehow, and he pulled out a gun, and apparently it hit the security guard that was telling him that he need to stop or calm down or some shit. He shot at the ground, I think. I'm not even sure. The whole story doesn't make sense, guys. It just seems like a whole bunch of just ghetto.
Money was falling out his car?
Yes, and the sad part is that this fool had just posted on Instagram him with a whole bunch of guns and money. Of course, he let the money show. He let the money show, so they saw like a serial number on it to prove that it was him and that it was his and that. Yeah. So yeah, his ass. I don't know if he going to jail, but he definitely gonna get fined. It looks like Nico is not ready to do what the hell. So I guess I can keep going for a quick second. Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown is doing the verses tonight. I want to see it, but I don't want to see it live. I don't care.
Every little step I take.
I care, but nope. All right. So Justin Combs said you shouldn't send your kids away for the summer. A week is enough, but a whole summer is too much.
Is it Justin Combs or Justin LeBoy?
No, it's respectfully Justin Combs.
I was because I seen on that Justin LeBoy page that he be making all those.
I don't know who Justin LeBoy is. Maybe he shared it from there, but Justin from Respectfully Justin, which is Justin Combs, said the same thing, or he shared it. I'm not sure. Here's my thing. You ain't no single mother, and it shows. Because anytime, I ain't trying to be funny. I love my Nuggie with all my heart. I swear I do. Will give her both my kidneys if I needed to. But anytime that I know that she's safe, and I know that I can have a little adult time to myself, by myself, I'm going to miss her, and I'm going to call her every day.
This is what FaceTime and computers and letters and hawks and pigeons are for. Will be great
Because they got pigeons.
because
We live in Chicago.
they got messenger pigeons. Like I've sent my girls a summer away. They've been gone for 2 months. Well, especially when I was pregnant, baking. I'm like, yeah, see y'all later. Like I've sent them away with their people because it's their people. We can't be both with their people. This is a split decision kind of thing. So yeah, they're gonna spend time with me, and they're gonna spend time with other people, and it's just fine as long as it's a safe environment. Mama gotta have life too, in my Jody Mama voice.
You hear me?
All is well. So yeah, the fact that people have so many opinions on things that they don't live is beautiful. Not so really. Not at all.
It's just you have to be everything for a person every single day. It's just, and I understand that it is a choice to have children. I understand that part. But people don't understand how much that changes your life. Because it really changes like everything about the way that you live. And if it doesn't, you a weird parent. I'm sorry. If having kids and you didn't have kids before ain't like a complete different type of situation, especially when you grown and have kids.
Just having someone around that's normally not around. You can have a house guest in your house for too many days and your whole schedule change. Either way it go, it's just life. Send them motherfuckers away. Have to open the door when it's time for them to come back.
Listen, hey,
throw a welcome home party. Don't have
you hear me? Send some money where they at and leave it there. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the topic since it does not look like Nico is coming with what the hell, I guess. Yeah, because we only gonna be on here for another maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Tell beautiful Nico Suave. We'll see him next week.
See you next week. Boom. Now he ready. Ain't that some shit? G, you cutting hair.
Tell him it's okay. Job comes
Look,
first.
man, I'm working.
Oh no, we're not mad at all. It's okay.
We're not mad. We'll find out what the hell next week.
Who in your chair? Who in your chair? Let me see.
Me.
He in his chair.
Oh no, not you. I thought when you said you was working, I thought you was over somebody.
Hell no. Don't ever do me like that. Keith.
Look, I'm like,
don't ever do me
I
like
thought
that.
You had some prime rib in your chair or something. Not you.
Prime rib. You funny.
Barbershop. It ain't gonna be no prime rib in there. It's
Yeah,
one nice.
You be in here looking.
It's one nice looking man. He's married.
Who is that? Damn, who is that?
He's lying. He's not telling the truth.
Cut it out.
That is 100%.
You didn't say it three times last time you was in there? Damn,
Gee, I said it one time to the one guy, and then he spent them around, and I was like, never mind.
No, you haven't.
Nope.
You be lying.
So look, what is it?
You got all the jokes.
All right, so what the hell?
You think you funny. Oh, no. So, yeah, this week on What the Hell, the Phoenix Suns, a.k.a. Chris Paul and them, Devin Booker, all them, are going to their first ever NBA Finals. But it always something. It's always, I think, us Chicago people, we got to learn how to relax. Because, last night during the timeout, Patrick Beverly, which is from the west side of Chicago, went to Marshall High School.
Well, there you have it.
All that.
There you have it.
He
Chicago Heights.
Yeah,
West
Chris Paul
side.
was cooking him. No, I said Chicago. He's from
Chicago
Marshall.
Heights.
He went to Marshall High School.
I thought you said the west side.
Yeah,
No,
he's from the west side, but he went to Marshall.
Okay.
West side.
Yeah. So long story short, as they were walking by each other during the timeout, Chris Paul said something or did something, and Patrick Beverly, both hands, shoved my man in the back. A little fight broke out. I mean, they held him back, and he ended up getting ejected from the game. It was like,
oh wow,
5 minutes left in the game. Yeah, and he's recently apologized on Twitter. I don't know if Chris Paul gonna accept it or not. It is what it is. But you can't, bruh. I ain't gonna. You shoved me in the back.
Right. You
You
can't be
know.
fighting. Y'all can't be acting
You
like y'all
you
don't know.
snaked me. Yeah. Yeah. You snaked me.
They gotta do
think
better.
we wanna? You think I wanna have a conversation?
First of all, it's too much money to be
Yeah.
snaking anybody.
So
Too much money.
very true. Very true.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So that he made the shot look bad. Made it look like we sore losers. Um,
Oh man.
Cause he did good. When he was hot, he was talking crazy. But I guess when he started getting cooked, he didn't like it, and he decided to get. And then in other news, the NCAA is officially giving these kids pay to play, all that good stuff. So
Oh, that's what's
I
up.
hope all these kids, if you're good, I hope you're getting the money you deserve because these
Right.
coaches, your coach getting paid, the school is getting paid, everybody getting paid. You should too.
Oh,
Because
definitely.
they talking about extending the college football season to like 17 games or something. It's like, bro, you gotta pay these kids. They
Right.
playing the NFL season. You gotta get them kids some money.
Definitely got to
Come
give
on
them some.
now, you sound crazy. You sound crazy talking about, oh man, you getting this, you going to Clark for free, bro. What?
Oh
I
yeah,
need a
you gotta pay
check,
him.
just like you get one. What we talking
Same
about?
kind of check you get.
So yeah, man. Right.
Well,
And yeah. Go ahead. What were you gonna say? Go ahead.
I was going to thank you for giving us the what the hell.
I got one more.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Period.
So
He sounds like I got
recently,
one more.
I seen a post recently
Mm-hmm.
about Idris Elba.
My man.
He told us, I don't know, your man got some problems, and I'm about to tell you.
I'm
He
sorry, I don't
told
like that. I don't see it off like
his
that.
his his now wife that he has temper tantrums, and he pretty much told her, look, if you can't handle my temper tantrums, you can leave.
What?
And I guess she was like, he got too much money for me to leave.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought she was.
So yeah, that's in that.
All of y'all have angry temper tantrums.
What, guys? All
Yeah.
males? Is that what you? Oh.
Yes. All of y'all have y'all little moments where y'all be all, I want to fight them. Almost smack them. Hey, Ma.
Hey, y'all.
They do. Can't hear you. You're muted. Can't hear you. No, we can't hear you for real.
Unmute me then. That's what he said. Nobody mute you.
Ain't nobody mute y'all, goofball.
Why we can't hear you? Was it an earpiece you had in at first?
No, we can't hear you.
Your earpiece probably went out. Right.
Can y'all hear me now?
Period. Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Look.
No, I can't. The thing is, it was on because I can hear y'all in the earpiece. I don't know.
Right. Look. But I'm helping you out. Why would we mute you?
Right.
I appreciate you, little Key. I appreciate.
Hey now.
He always calling something or somebody
Let me
little.
tell you something. I hate to be like, there ain't nothing little on me, okay?
Period. Tell him again, friend. Tell him again, because he don't never learn his lesson. It's ridiculous.
Ain't nothing little on me. Don't little Key me nothing. Big purr. Big her. That's it. But we're supposed to be talking about.
Okay, so who is your favorite Disney villain? Real quick.
Killmonger and Thanos. That's it.
Pause. Why
Bye.
are you drawn to
Bye.
Killmonger and Thanos? For people that know, Killmonger is from Black Panther.
Panther, yes.
Yep.
Don't act like you don't know what fine ass.
What? How?
Right.
We're not gonna leave him alone.
Look, your mama says, don't. Hey,
Let them
ain't nothing
niggas
little
know.
over here.
Let the niggas know, Miss Passion.
Killmonger and Thanos. Why do you like Thanos? First of all, the nigga
Thanos-
snapped his finger and the whole world was gone.
No,
Cause I ain't
Thanos-
like that big head green. What was he? Purple
Bastard.
nigga?
I hated him. First of all,
Right.
you don't start no movie doing nothing. And I do mean nothing to my nigga Thor. You don't do nothing to Thor.
For his
You
fine
leave
ass.
Thor alone.
But why do you like Thanos?
He was a G. That's why I liked him. He was a G. He went in, took what he wanted, and left.
You know what?
Walk around here with the herp on the top of his
Look, I'm
damn
like,
lip talking about
I can respect that. Before we let Nico go, I can respect that.
I don't
Went
respect
in,
none of that
took
shit.
shit like a G. He was Future, like a thief in the night. I take everything but put
Trash. He was trash.
He took it. He took it. He did his stuff. She
Yeah,
said, "Big part." You know what? That part is gone, y'all. Don't repeat that. I had to just let Nico go. No, one time for fun time. You know,
Yeah,
low
she
end and no end. You can't talk
ain't
to me like
That
that.
part.
terrible. That's
Can't
what
talk to me. I'm from the low end and 79th Street. That's a bad combination.
That is a bad combination. Because first of all, we wouldn't wish a low end bitch on nobody, but a 79th Street.
Ain't that little bit. It's a good combination. Look, good combination. They let the beaties in the dog.
Yikes. Okay.
All right. Let him go. Let him go.
But for real, Thanos, he was a G. He was a G.
Yeah.
Same thing with Killmonger. Hold on. How you love Killmonger so much? But him
Different. It was different. He
The
was
thing-
fighting for a different reason. And I understand.
Killmonger was left behind and excluded from his birthright. He had a right to be angry.
He had a right.
I love light and
they were
dark.
both
They
G's.
would've-
though.
Look at your mama.
Ma, don't do that. Don't do that.
Right, take off the screen. Take it down. Take it down. Take it.
That's all I say too.
See, it's a difference. He was left behind because of the things his father did.
His daddy did.
Right. So that's why I can understand the liking of him, because he would have probably grew up royalty just like the Black Panther, which is what's his name?
His cousin.
His cousin. I don't know what his name is.
T'Challa.
T'Challa.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I feel like he didn't have a chance, so he didn't have the proper guidance. The proper guidance, he would have been lit.
Absolutely. I think that they actually probably would have been besties.
Yeah,
they would have been best cousins.
The
so
way they
he
brought
did
him in,
chance.
T too. Hey on T, I was like, oh, this nigga.
Right. Is this your king? You know, we use that now. Is this y'all downtown? Is this where y'all stay? You know, is this your best?
I love it when he said, "Is this your king?" I was like, no.
Then I'm like giggling like,
Right.
Yeah, it sure isn't. I've been over there like, nah, I'm king, but you know, you come sit next to me.
That part. How about some, hey boy, first of all, come here, let me talk to you. Because the problem is that you need somebody soft in your life.
Yeah, he just didn't give a fuck about shit. But I do love Killmonger. Thanos not so much. Because first of all,
He was trying to
his
take
Spider-Man. Spider-Man was a
the
little kid.
world.
Right, who the hell mad at little bitty Spider-Man? Little Spider-Man. He wasn't even big Spider-Man.
I know.
That was baby Spider-Man.
Okay, so the question is, why are we drawn to villains? Which one of us going first?
Yeah, why are you drawn to Killmonger?
I don't know, not Killmonger, because that's not my villain.
Oh,
yes. Look, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so why is a lot of people drawn to villains? So when we watch all these Disney or whatever, Marvel, DC comics, all that stuff, some people love heroes. Yes, love me a Thor, love me I never cared for Batman, love me an Iron Man, love me the different people that help save the world. I am that person. Let me save you. Cute. I love diversity. I love light and dark. I'm such an in the middle kind of person that can go either way. So with me liking villains, it's because before they were a villain, they were just like your hero. They were just the plain person that wanted the same steps that the hero was given. They want the same powers. They wanted the recognition, everything else like that. But life, the way the universe works, everyone isn't dealt the same hand. So after you're dealt the hand that is given to you off the wheel of fortune, go left or right, what are your next steps? Some of the villains, they tried to be real people. They tried to save cats, burning buildings, all that stuff. It didn't work for them. Sometimes they weren't as pretty as the hero. Sometimes their trust fund wasn't as big as the hero. Different things that put you in different positions to do better. They were left behind. Well, being left behind, you find different ways to survive. The thing about survival with me is, hey, whatever you got to do is going to keep your belly full and help you sleep. It don't got to be good night's sleep, but you still want to sleep somewhere. So, depending on the person's circumstance, that's what makes them a villain. And in today's world, I've been the hero and the villain. So I never count the villain out at all. Because given certain circumstances, I am the angel. I'm the one helping other people, bringing life to different situations, lighting candles. And in certain situations, I'm the bitch blowing out the candle. So it depends on what's given. So I've always been drawn to villains because I realized that underneath their anger, because what the world's given them, it was a light that's not gone. That can still be turned a little brighter depending on how you approach them. We've seen villains save people and say they want to be good. But however, everyone has them fucked up. And after the image is already painted to you, some people go with the image that's painted. See, the villain is the less shinier option. That doesn't mean it's the best option. It's just the less shinier option. I feel like the villains are people that just don't give a fuck about what society wants. The villains are people who are not held up to a certain status and can live their life as freely as they want to, and sometimes are happier than the heroes. Some heroes got to live under a rock. Some heroes can't be who they really are because they're too busy saving people. For the villains, they're who they are 24/7. I like how comfortable they are in their skin despite their start in life. I like how they own their shit. Some heroes can't own their shit because you can't figure out who they are. They got to live an everyday life and the life that everyone else wants them to have by saving them. They can't even love nobody. I love a villain that I love a villain that has their own couple, because we know we ain't shit together. Unfortunately, that's the life that's given because we know each other. Nothing's hidden. I don't have to go in a phone booth and it's S on my chest. I don't have to, jump off of buildings and wear a Spider-Man suit. Motherfuckers is just who they are. Cruella de Vil, she walks around with her white and black hair. She was born that way. I just purchased the movie. I didn't never know the story of Cruella de Vil. She actually was a seamstress daughter. Her mother became homeless, and then her mother went back to where she came from, trying to get money to better herself and better her daughter's life. And the original lady that she was trying to get the money from, got her killed because of the secret in between. So with that being said, Cruella de Vil was left on the streets of Paris or London, France, all that stuff. All out there, yeah, same thing. Well, I don't know what area. She was left out there to survive for herself. The reason she doesn't like Dalmatians is because the Dalmatians helped kill her mother. So you goddamn right I'm scalping every dog and making a coat up out of them. You goddamn right I don't like animals, because you watch these vicious dogs, so they were vicious. You watch these vicious dogs kill a part of you, and there's nothing we can do about it. So yes, I'm gonna make a coat up out of you, and I'm gonna walk the runway and step on all the animals' necks. I got why she was upset, and she made a business out of it. Was like the top known fashion designer. Sorry, you guys, dogs coming up missing. Why pay attention to your animals or have enough money so just buy them off the street? I felt that. Simple.
Yeah, just get a pit bull. It's all good.
Right. Maleficent.
Let me stop that.
We had Maleficent where he wasn't even a bad person. The prince was actually evil and wanted all the magical creatures killed because they were scared of him. And she had to turn green to, protect her mythical creatures. And then she didn't steal a baby, actually. She still a baby?
She still the baby. She put a curse on the baby. But she did that shit to spite him because he was doing it to her. That was her whole man. And then he waited till she was asleep and cut her wings off because she was a flying fairy, first of all.
Right.
Yes, she was a fairy.
So when we look at
she was
a fairy, but she wasn't like most fairies. She was more like it was like an African.
She was a big fairy. She was like
it was a different.
She wasn't like a little. She wasn't no punk fairy.
Yeah,
she had big purr energy.
Right. She actually derived from like dragons.
Why you
dragons
got
and
hurt
what was it? Dragons and the bird.
No, because I love Maleficent. I always did. I was like, everyone, even when I was a little kid and stuff like that, I was like, nah, somebody did something to her because there's no reason for you to be this mad at this baby.
She originally was not evil. She just had different powers that other people did not have. She was one of a kind because the rest of them had become extinct because people were hunting them.
They were hunting them and they was hiding. They wasn't even extinct. They were scared.
Right. So once you're you're something of a dying breed because they were still killing a lot of them and some when it's a hiding. What you gonna do? Your back is against the wall. I got these extra powers y'all don't have. Hey, all y'all would be bewitched.
And I'm doing this. And the crazy part about it is I'm doing this for a good reason.
To keep the Moors, which that's what they were called, to keep the magical creatures together.
And look, now listen to what you just said. She was protecting the who's.
I know they call it the Moors. All the other stuff y'all be talking about. Cute.
Listen, my thing with villains, the reason why I was drawn to villains and one of my favorite, I love Maleficent, I love Cruella de Vil, I loved Ursula. I loved Ursula because Ursula was like your auntie that basically told you, hey, put a little va-va-voom on there, you gonna go get that man. You know what I'm saying?
Which we all need. We all need.
Listen, like ain't nothing wrong with a little body language. You know what I'm saying? But in her mind, she like, first of all, I'm helping y'all, but I'm also getting what it is that I need because y'all already don't like me because I'm an octopus. I'm purple. I'm thick with it. You know what I'm saying?
See, I
got body yada yada, and y'all mad. You know what I'm saying? Because all of y'all this big all the way around, and y'all float around in the water and shit. And meanwhile, I got tentacles. I'm grand. I'm a whole person out here, and there's no reason why I shouldn't be royalty too. Look at me. Like, I understand duality. I understand that although there is good, there is what we would assume is evil. Most of the villains that I really like, in their mind, they protecting something too.
Yeah,
they're not just, oh, I'm gonna be evil so I can be evil. Maleficent was protecting magical creatures that did not have the powers that she had. You know,
Ursula wanted to be equal. First of all,
She just wanted to be equal. She was fine with marrying their daddy. Yeah, because you know the mermaids didn't even have no mama.
I'm saying King Triton was a douche. He did not want to. You know, I understand you're king and stuff like that. Like most kings, they have like a loyal magician in their kingdom. Ursula was supposed to be the loyal magician. He did not want to share anything with her.
Any light at all.
She was in her own corner. Like, I'm going to make sure that this area is mine. This is mine. This y'all can't come here.
Because she couldn't go there.
Right. Which most villains, they're not accepted in the nice areas and stuff like that.
And not even because they did anything yet, but because they've already been deemed.
That's what make them do stuff. See, with Ursula, I'm waiting for her to come up, for them to come out with her story because they haven't yet. But I would love to dive into what made her so evil. I read up on her and she just wanted to be treated equal. Octopus. She has her own magic, all this stuff. Hey, this little girl is coming to talk to me. Oh, daddy couldn't help you. Let me help you. It's a bargain. Your daddy's gonna be so upset after this happens. Give me a voice. All that stuff. Give me a token.
Because I need to show him who's who.
Yeah.
That was basically her thing.
It was definitely like that with Ursula. So I would love to see her story. But most of us, the people that are drawn to villains and stuff like that, it's just, nothing is perfect. That whole perfect life, perfect wife, perfect husband, perfect person, perfect kid does not exist. You get what I'm saying? It's not real. Let me see. What's another villain that we kind of understood? It's a lot of villains I did not understand, though. I ain't gonna lie like that.
It is. It's a lot of villains that I like. Off Snow White, the stepmother, she was a stepmother, wasn't she?
The wicked witch, the witch,
the evil witch. Yeah, but she was her stepmother though, because the lady had married her husband, her daddy, and then her daddy died.
And she was, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would say Snow
Yeah,
White.
it was
Beauty,
it was a lot like Cinderella. Like I didn't understand the Cinderella. I didn't I couldn't understand why you wanted to be so evil to this person who even when you decided to marry their daddy, you knew that the daddy loved that child. Yeah. You have no reason to be mean to this person. Like it's not making no sense. You already got the power, you already got the money, you got what you need. Why is it that you have to act like this specific person? You just gotta X them out. You're trash. That's different.
Yeah, it was just certain villains that were turned into villains, and then certain people that just born fucked up.
Yeah,
that was already just not right. But it's so much easier for people to hide the fact that they understand that shit is not right. It's so much easier to say, oh, I like Hercules, but I don't like this person. I like, it's so much easier for us to be like, okay, well, in the perfect world, sorry, this ain't the perfect world. I'd be sitting here like, yeah, friend, I'm finna burn everything down. She'd be like, what? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm feeling real, real X-Men, like real Jean Grey, like right now. She'd be, like, why? It's because certain things trigger us. Certain things put us in a box where we are fighting for our life, and it forms you into something different. Certain people paint you as being the bad person when they don't know the different struggles and different things that has created this. And this is like everyday life outside of Disney, everything else like that. Mm-hmm. Some people really look at you as a villain when you are sticking up for yourself.
Yep.
And during my self-love, self-care journey, I am starting to be looked at a little different. The old me, the perfect fake Marquisa, I would care. The new me is like, less people to take care of. The more I shoo them away and let them know, hey, no, and no, I'm finding myself with less people around me to have to help, less people around me to have to explain myself to, and less judgment around me. I actually love how villains live, actually. Unfortunately, the villains that don't do stuff to harm people, but villains that are set in their ways due to what life has done and just goes about their days unapologetically like that. Not harming people, because, that's a lot of energy. But to also stick up for yourself. Most heroes don't stick up for themselves. They go with the status quo of what is designed for them. I like the designers of the world that pick and choose what things supposed to look like in their world. Because we all live a different world, even though we all in the same one. We all walk different shoes. We could all have the same shoe and still walk in different places. And I can appreciate a person that takes the reins and say that might be for that person, but it's not for me. And that's what villains do. That works for them over there, but this works better for me. And you know what? The way the world works, whatever works better for you, I think that's what you should do.
I also think people need to keep in mind that in every story, somebody got to be the victim. And somebody got to be the villain. So in the same story where you have been hurt, trashed, walked all over, and misled, bamboozled, or whatever, you're the villain in their story, in their version of the story. So like you have to kind of keep that kind of stuff in mind when judging people.
I'm the villain to my kids. I tell them, no, they can't get no chips. They on the phone with their daddy. Oh, my God. She get all the snacks she wants. She won't give me nothing I want. I'm tired of eating this. Hey, people put you in a villain category and it don't be that serious. Don't think of it. It's okay. Life goes on. You're going to tell people no. You're not going to do things people want you to do. And guess what? You're going to still sleep good at night.
You say I'm the villain and my kids.
Hey, when I tell them no, I get a phone call from their daddy.
What you say when he call?
I'll play into the villain. Don't give me to get to tell you. I'd be like, lights, camera, action. Is you the one that ain't here, Jody? Jody, my Jody. Is you calling my phone right now? Hey, I think everybody know not to call me on no bullshit. I think everybody know, like, yeah, we just gonna leave her alone because she gonna play into this. Baby, I'm play that role so nicely because I got shit else to do. Oh, okay, you let them kids set you up for failure. I like that. I'm sorry. I like to be petty sometimes. That's just the villain in me sometimes. The people that are watching, do you guys have any favorite villains? No one is trying. Well, No one
No,
is trying to get about what
no, nobody has said anything about their villains. There are people watching, but that's okay. We understand if you want to keep it to yourself or you want to wait until later.
So when I read the studies on it, a lot of people don't even like to even put themselves up against that. It's not normal for people not to want to be perfect.
Yeah, I did see that when I was reading on it as well. How nobody wants to identify with what other people deem as negative per se, but this is the thing. We're not talking about sociopaths and shit like that. We're not talking about Ted Bundy and them. You know what I'm saying? We are literally talking about.
We ain't even talking about the Joker.
Which
a sociopath.
Which I'm gonna tell you what I think.
The nigga was crazy.
He was crazy as hell.
Nigga was crazy as hell.
But some of the shit he was saying made a lot of damn sense.
That role had one of my favorite actors kill himself. That man.
That role almost killed Jack Nicholson as well.
Really? I never had said anything
Jack Nicholson, first of all, Jack Nicholson, let's go ahead and get into it. You know I love to get into the tea. Jack, for real.
Ain't nobody in your house, is there?
You got a visitor?
No, that was, I live in the hood. Here we go. They did something outside. It was loud.
First of all, it's 4th of July, but go ahead.
No, they did something outside. That's what I'm saying. This time it wasn't gunshots, guys. Lucky me. Ooh.
It's so irritating.
I hate this neighborhood. But anyway, Jack Nicholson talked to Heath Ledger before he started taking those pills because they have them take it's a pill that they take when they play that role to because they have to be weird and smiley and they got to be weird with their body and stuff like that to keep up with the way that they had the cartoon. So when they
gave them a pill to have loose jaw, so it was hallucinating everything else on top of those narcotics.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't know that. I just thought that
You can look it up. You can look it up how Jack Nicholson was telling him.
They owe him some money.
Be careful. Well, of course, they probably had him sign a waiver and all type of crazy shit. But Jack Nicholson was telling him, you got to be careful. I stopped taking it, towards the end. Because it had me. Huh?
How often they take it?
I'm pretty sure they have to
be shooting all day, every day.
They shoot all day, every day. They also have to prepare for their role. So you got to think about the fact that he probably looking into sociopaths and how they think and how they live. And a lot of actors, they take on their role so hard.
It becomes it's like going undercover.
If you pay attention to Juice, when Tupac
crazy
played old boy, but he got too into that role, and that's what started fucking with his career. That's what started getting him into real ass trouble. Cause even on the set that Omar Epps was talking about, that nigga wouldn't even get out my motherfucking face. He was that one scene when he was I don't give a fuck, and he did all that stuff in his face.
My part.
I am crazy. He started doing all that stuff. He stayed in character so long that John Singleton, or I want to say it was John Singleton, I could be wrong, but whoever the black director was got up and said, all right, I said cut.
Because period, you put me in there, first of all, adrenaline will eat your ass alive. I love it. Sure. Bitch, because when I come down off that shit, bitch, I can have a whole broken ass and won't even know it. When I come down, I be like, oh, when did I get shot?
I honestly really, really hate. I really, really, really hate when adrenaline kicks in for me. I do not like.
It's a drug.
I don't like that. I don't have control.
I have been in a whole shootout. Adrenaline pumping. When adrenaline let me loose, turn them loose. I hit the floor oh shit, my legs is noodles. What happened? Did I get shot? You be fighting or you be so pumped up that you don't feel nothing. You could punch a wall. You could do anything and feel
but I'm not in control. When I don't like that. I'm not a thrill seeker, so I don't do roller coasters and stuff like that. So I don't have I don't have anything to match adrenaline outside of if I'm getting upset and I want to fight and I'm fighting and this is a violent situation.
It's unfortunate how
I don't like that.
Over. It's unfortunate how it's over a person's body.
Huh?
Sports did that for me. With the adrenaline rush,
yeah,
I never played sports like in front of people and stuff like that. Like, and then I didn't start like even singing in front of people until I was an adult, for real, for real. Because when I was a kid, the adrenaline used to make me cry. I hated singing in front of people because I would be just so afraid. And then, of course, now I got to come through because I can't embarrass my people.
The adrenaline,
you know what I'm saying?
it's a different push. It's like when you exercise, you working, and then the next day after everything that came down, or later on, bitch, your body like.
The only time I've ever really felt real live adrenaline is when it's fight or flight.
Yeah, definitely.
And that is not, I don't like it.
So I can only imagine.
In fight mode, in my mind, I'm not in control. Like, I literally am just doing whatever I got to do. Because if I got to fight you, I feel like I got to stay alive because you might try to kill me. So I cannot let off you.
I can only imagine them taking their normal life and turning it into somebody else every day, and then not being the same. It's like undercover cop. When they become the bad cop, when they become the undercover guy and get in there with them gangs, half the time they leave the force and be in a whole nother gang. You know what I'm saying? It takes over your life. That's why people be like, certain roles they can't play, certain things they can't do temporarily because they know they'll leave an imprint on them. And that's unfortunate that I didn't know with the whole Joker thing that he was taking pills and doing all that, because I was wondering, like, he really got into his role, but to know that other things played on it is like, wow.
Yeah, that Joker.
I'm like, wow, because they need him to loosen up his muscles and swing low, sweet chair. I wonder if they're gonna if they're gonna try to do the Joker thing again with somebody else.
I don't think they are.
Yeah, because that's a lot. That's
what I'm saying. I don't think they are, because it's always been said that role was really, really,
dark.
really hard and dark to play. And the Joker that they got now, the guy that they got playing him, like, he just got a grill and shit. I don't know if they got him on like the meds, but he's not like
the one with Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
okay.
that Joker is not like any of the other Jokers. He's more like he a sociopath, sure, but laugh isn't as the laugh isn't as scary. You know what I'm saying?
He's not as dark.
And then the dude old boy, the one that had the cleft lip and everything, and Randy Williams put a foot in her mouth again with him, when he played the Joker, he talked about how hard of a role that was to play, because you're depressed. You're literally a depressed person who has just had enough, and now you acting crazy. You doing just wild, crazy shit.
That's what's so crazy. Life was so a role like that. Life
was the best Joker.
Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger was the best dark Joker, but Jack Nicholson was the funniest.
That's the one I know. You know, I know about Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson was the funniest Joker. He was hilarious to me, but I was actually scared of Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger and Bane. First of all, I was actually scared of Bane as a kid on the cartoon. Me and my mama used to watch that together, and I used to be like, I don't like it when they say.
You know what? Batman, the whole Gotham City was just such a dark cartoon. I didn't even like Batman. I didn't see the hero.
I did, because it was just living in Chicago to me.
What was that? Dark Knight with Heath Ledger?
Yeah, that was the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight.
Because he just did one, right?
Yeah, he did one.
Was it? Yeah, it was one that turned into 2 movies, but yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't even look at Batman. I don't look at Batman as a hero for some reason.
He's not. He's not a hero. He's a vigilante. Wonder Woman is a hero. Superman is a hero. Okay. That man just was rich, and he
wanted to dress his leather.
Another pink elephant in the room. He was rich and white, so he could do whatever the fuck he wanted to do, pretty much. Like, they'll never be a black Batman, because they know for a fact that they're gonna kill him. He's gonna die quick. They're gonna get him. I
think I only watched Batman to see Poison Ivy and Catwoman. I didn't really I never cared for Batman. So I really don't even know his story.
I liked Batman cartoons when I was a kid, because my mama liked Batman cartoons when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
I had the Sega Genesis game when we was able to push the bitch off the top of the motherfucking building. Yeah, like a Christmas outfit or something like that. We push the bitch off. She's if you ain't catch it quick enough. I never caught it on purpose. I never caught it.
That's why your ass is attached to villains. But real quick, because we only on here 5 more minutes. All right, y'all. Do y'all think that y'all are good partners?
Like,
I definitely put why not. They is just so ignorant on here.
Do we think, Nico, do you feel like you're a good partner?
Of course, in every aspect.
Realistically, though.
Dead ass. Yeah. Yeah. You know why?
Why?
Because I can take constructive criticism.
Mm-hmm.
I messed up. I'm not one of them people that'll be like, "Oh, nigga, you tripping? I ain't never." You know.
You're more cool. You're cool with everything.
I'm not perfect. You know. Tiara, she be hating, but I'm just playing.
T, do you think you're a good partner?
I think I am now.
Okay. Yep. The healing version of you.
I think that I've learned because I learned from my last relationship that I was not a good partner because I love the way at the time I love the way that I know how to love or I know how to receive love. I didn't love the way that that person needed to receive love.
Yeah.
And that makes a difference. And as far as friends, I wasn't always a good friend because I didn't know when to just shut up. I was very, very much so judgmental, and I was very much so going to give you my opinion whether you ask for it or not, which is not a good friend. A good friend, partner, whatever, is just there for you in the way that you need them to be there for you. And it should be vice versa. I expect people to be there for me in a way that a lot of people don't necessarily even need me to show up. You see what I'm saying? So when people didn't show up for me in that way, I would go low when that's not necessarily that's not how it works. Like it's just not. I've learned, over some time doing some reading, doing some shadow work, praying a lot because I talk to God a lot now. But like praying a lot and stuff like that and seeing things and then getting these little epiphanies, huge epiphanies. Let's not even try to play because they be big. Getting these epiphanies and stuff like that has taught me that I wasn't always a good partner. I've always been, in my opinion, a friend, but not always a good friend. Now I feel like I'm a good friend and I feel like I'm a good partner.
Okay, cool.
What you think about you? No.
I don't know. Sorry. It just depends. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know. I would like to think I'm a good partner, but I've recently stumbled across a lot of messages where I thought I was just like the perfect girlfriend and stuff like that. And when I read those messages, not so much. I had a person begging for my time and wanting to be around me and different stuff like that. And I definitely told them, hey, sucks to be you. Unfortunately, I can't be there right now because I'm grieving. I'm going through this. So as much as I thought I was, I had a reality check 2 days ago when I read old messages. I had a relationship where I would have did anything for that person and stuff like that. And that's what made me not a good partner because I was so willing to please another person and not hold other people accountable of what they were doing. So I was helping create monsters in my relationships. So I realized once I got fed up with the monster that I helped create, then the villain came out and then I was a bitch. And then I was violent. I've dealt with violent relationships where I was the abuser initially. I was the one swinging off you first. And then eventually, once you got tired of me beating up on you, it continued to where you beat up on me. And that was the way of showing, oh, we care about each other. We're just trying to get to understand each other. And I will honestly say that I brought that out in a lot of people that never had dealt with that in other relationships. I was the bitch after I babied all the males I was with. Babied them, told them it's okay, pat them on the back for not doing what was right, made them think everything was okay. So I got fed up. And then when I got fed up, then I became violent. And then when I became violent, they became violent. And I'm like, oh, they're so abusive. And never looked at the way I trained them to be abusive. I trained a lot of things. I'm a teacher by nature. Don't matter what I'm teaching, I'm a teacher by nature. So the past relations with being young and stuff like that.
You are mature.
I definitely realized I didn't realize that before, but I ended up realizing that. You know, I come off as the pretty soft, dainty girl. You know, and that's all a mirage.
You know what's so funny?
Mirage.
You come off as the pretty soft, dainty girl, and I come off as this aggressor. Whole time I get in a relationship with you, nigga, we starting a business. What do you like to do?
So
I'm pushing, but that is not what everybody needs.
But then I'm being someone's mother. So yes, I was doing things
I'm
that
being somebody's mama.
I was doing things that aligned my partner, and if it did not go as I thought, because I want to build a person, if it did not go as I thought, I would knock all the pieces over, including him.
See, and I ain't even knock all the pieces over. Oh, you crazy? Oh, you starting to get weird? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I didn't realize what I did. I didn't realize what I did until you are single and then you're self-reflecting and stuff like, what could have went this way? Marquisa, you didn't have to, put him in a room full of people and acting ass, dance in the middle of the floor, do all this stuff, get him riled up, and the minute y'all get outside, you have an empty bottle swinging it because you telling him he's being aggressive after I provoked him. Like, I used to do a lot of stuff to provoke people and then be the aggressor. I used to put people in a box to defend themselves. And then it looked like, oh, why are you doing this to her? She's so sweet. And I realized it was really me. So I was training them up not to be right at a younger age in my relationship. So as far as the younger age, no, I wasn't a good partner. I was around here really trying to train people to do things that I wanted them to do. And when it didn't go my way, I was the aggressor. Because I was upset. I was being a brat. So no, that's not right. And then as I got older, of course, I have a mama gene. So I was trying to tell people what to do in my relationships. I told them how I wanted it to be. And if it didn't go that way, they would pay.
Same. Well, not even that you would pay. If it didn't go my way, it would depend. Well, because I only had one adult relationship. So let me be very specific. If it didn't go my way when I was with that particular person, it was just like noted. This is another reason why this is a temporary relationship. This is another reason why I'm not going to be dealing with this for much longer. Do one more thing. And
I didn't love right back then. Even though I thought I was loving right, I wasn't loving right. Now, the older me now, the healed version of me where, you can only be healed because you went through your trauma. So I've been through all that trauma. I analyzed this thing where I was wrong, what the other person is wrong. And then now we're healed. So as of me right now standing in front of you, I ain't shit. No, I'm still not a good partner. I'm not a good partner because I'm not ready. I'm not ready to be a good partner. Now, am I a good friend? Yes. I am a good friend because I want to pour so much into my friends and stuff like that. I want to make sure that everyone is succeeding because I tell all my friends, if you ain't got shit, then it's unequal. We want to make sure we all got shit because I'm going to take a day off in a padded room one day and you hoes got to take care of me. That's how I look at all my friends. I tell them all the time, we got to all get businesses. We all got to be on, we all have to be entrepreneurs. We all have to learn a craft, a talent, get on top of it. And, and I have a lot of willing people like, that's what I want to do anyway. So we all eating at the table and I do make an announcement that one day, due to all the things that life throws you, that I'm going to check out. In the middle of me checking out, I need you to do this role. I need this friend to do this role. And I need this friend to do this role. So when I come back, the empire that we all built is still standing. I'm so excited for my checkout moment. We're all getting there. I'm so excited to be free and take a moment to myself. I am a great friend. But as far as the partner, no. Not at all. I don't even know what I want. I just want you to stand there and look cute for right now. That's not a lot. I'm not a good partner.
Child, I wrote down. I know all about that.
I don't know what I want because every day when you love somebody or you have certain, like, the stuff that we wrote that we wanted from a partner back in the day, it changes every time we change. So my list changes. I don't know what I want. I don't. I just want healthiness, non-toxic stuff around me. But I know that in a blink of an eye, as the villains say, I could be toxic. So I'm not a good partner, but I'm a good friend. Two different things, two different recommendations for it. Everyone's gonna be my friend. Hey, if you're interested in me, better be my friend. Y'all get more from me. That's all. I don't have it in the other department. Sorry, it's time to be selfless. I got my friends. I ain't got all the other time for all the other shit. I coordinate y'all weddings. I have beautiful taste.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Let me be a little free. I ain't never been free before. Hot girl summer, hands on my knees. All right, go ahead, y'all.
With that being said, go tell them where they can find you.
You can find me, Nico Suave, everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, soon to be Twitter, Snapchat.
They do got a Twitter, don't they?
I have a Twitter that I barely ever use.
I told you I cannot get on my Twitter that says Aquafina. I have to do the whole thing over.
You and this Aquafina.
I can't get in it. I'm gonna find it. We're gonna have to hack it. I want my Twitter page back.
I don't want you to have that Twitter page back.
Hey. You all probably got some connections in there.
Keep your Twitter page.
Look.
Key, where can they find you?
I am underneath a rock. No. You can find me at Timeless Hair or Timeless_hair on Instagram. It's gonna be a lot of hair pictures and just, vacations and stuff. So, you're trying to look at that. That's cool right there. But then I have a hair page on Facebook called Timeless Beauty. This is where you can, you add that. You can get your services. I have all the services and the prices and how long it takes and all of my rules and regulations. I have a lot of promo pictures on there and stuff as well. So you can go on there. Timeless Beauty. You can do that. And once I get my Aquafina page back, I'm going to let y'all know. You like that noise? I'm going to let y'all know that.
Hey. Nah.
Where can they find you, Tia?
I'm Tia_2 Chanel on Instagram. Also, if you like lashes, you can find me at TLCX Tia Chanel. That is on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Tia Chanel everywhere. Anywhere you look, you're gonna see a bald head picture of me because everything has a bald head.
Got me calling her something I didn't even know her name was. Dang. I don't even know her real name no more. Tia. I like that name.
I'm Tia everywhere. And Tia Chanel is my logo. Don't forget, y'all, we definitely do deliveries, and I do get edibles on the pull up currently because I am helping Miss Passion with her passion and pleasures.
Put you right to sleep.
Anyway, we look forward to talking to y'all next week. Make sure you tune in. You never know what you're going to see. Like, share, comment. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your aunties, tell your cousins.
Comment. We had a couple viewers today. Y'all did not tell us what y'all villains.
Y'all definitely did not. And there were people watching. Well, that was an old one that I posted. But yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in and everything. We will see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.